Welcome to this Arnold Culliford knitwear tutorial on the I-cord tab cast on. This is a great cast on method to use when you're working a project with I-cord edgings because it allows you to work in two directions from a piece of I-cord at the same time and gives you a really professional finish. You start by casting on 4 stitches in waste yarn. The waste yarn just needs to be of a contrasting colour to your main yarn and approximately the same thickness. Because it's only going to be in the work for a couple of minutes, it doesn't have to be particularly different. It can just be any old bit of waste yarn. You then join in your main yarn and you work knit 1, slip 1 with the yarn in the back, knit 1, slip 1 with the yarn in the back. That's your first row, and then you turn and you're going to work a wrong side row, and in the wrong side row you're going to work purl 1, slip 1 with the yarn in front. So when you're slipping the stitches, you're just leaving the yarn on the side of the work it's already on. Purl 1, slip 1 with the yarn in front. Okay, and in working that pair of rows, you work 1 round of your I-cord edging. You're now going to repeat that pair of rows 6 times. So knit 1, slip 1 with yarn in back, purl 1, slip 1 with yarn in back. Those are the 2 rows. You obviously do each pair twice on the row. And once you've worked those 6 pairs of rows after the first set, so 7 pairs in total, you end up with a nice strip of I-cord like this. If you look, it's all perfect cord all the way around. And you're then ready to work row 1 again. So we work knit 1, slip 1 with yarn in back, knit 1, slip 1 with yarn in back. And we're now going to pick up stitches along the edge of the cord. So we want to pick up stitches in the column of stitches below that last stitch on the needle. So you just have to look around, because here's the stitch on the needle and the column of stitches that falls below it is actually round a little bit on the back of the work. And you're going to pick up one side of each stitch all the way down that column, and you should have 6 stitches in that column. There we go, we've got 6 there. I use a slightly smaller needle because it just makes it easier to get into the stitch. If you've only got one size, then it's not the end of the world. And we use the main yarn to knit along these stitches, and I can see that last stitch is actually coming out of the end stitch there, so I'm just going to twist that one as I work it by working in the front of it, and then we knit all the way along those stitches. Oops. And once we've done this, we will have 10 stitches on our needles, 4 from the edging we started with and another 6 from along the edge of the I-cord. And the next job is to pick up stitches where the waste yarn meets the main yarn. Now, there are only going to be 3 full loops at the bottom there because of the way that stitches work when you go in the opposite direction. You've got an end at each end and then 3 loops in the middle. So what you need though is 4 stitches. So you're going to pick up a loop of main yarn. It doesn't really matter where it is, it's just at the edge there. So here's our first loop where it meets the waste yarn. Here's our second one. And a third. And then we're looking right round on this side, and you can see that I could pick up the bit of yarn I could pick up that would be equivalent is actually the tail here. So obviously I can't really pick that up because that's going to just be a tail and not a loop. And so what I'm going to do is take the loop from the stitch below it, and that won't be noticeable when I get there. And that gives me 4 stitches on my needles. And then I'm going to take out the waste yarn. Just snip it out. You can probably unravel it, but this is easy here. You can see clearly which is the waste yarn. Don't want to be snipping the main yarn by mistake. Get out of there. All gone. And then you're going to knit across those 4 stitches. Pick my back to front, so I'm going to work through the back loop, but that's okay. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there we have it. We've got our 4 edging stitches, 2, 4, 6 that we picked up along the edge, and another 4 edging stitches. And this piece of I-cord here, as you work the following instructions, will continue to grow in both directions and look super smart and professional. I do hope you found that tutorial on the I-cord tab cast on helpful. If you'd like to find out more about any of our books that teach you new techniques with beautiful projects, then do click the link up in the corner here, which will take you to our website. And please do subscribe to our YouTube channel with the button down on the bottom right here, and that will ensure that you don't miss any of our new tutorials. Thanks ever so much for watching. Bye bye.